Time now for our arts and culture segment. Our culture correspondent Song Yoo-jin joins us in the studio. Hello, Yoo-jin.
Good evening, Jungmin.
Evening. What do you have for us today?
Well, Jungmin, I think you can also relate to this, but a lot of us, including our viewers, would have grown up flipping through picture books. Now, while they may seem like child's play, a great picture book has the potential to captivate readers of all ages. So for this week, I sat down with two visionaries who are doing just that. If you want to eat a red apple, what would you do? This simple question led to Korea's first top honor in the OPERA PRIMA category at the BolognaRagazzi Awards, one of the most prestigious international honors in picture books. Authors Jin-ju and Ga-hee broke new ground with their book, If You Want to Eat a Red Apple.
It was almost midnight and I was on a Zoom call about my next book. I saw the email and went, wait a minute. Then I just burst out cheering. It was unbelievable.
I had heard of the award before, but didn't realize how big it was. My publisher called asking, aren't you happy? At first, I was just stunned.
Jin, the writer, and Lee, the illustrator, proved to be a match made in heaven, right from their very first book together. The OPERA PRIMA category recognizes the debut works of either the author or the illustrator. While this is Jin's third book, it's Lee's first. The two teamed up after Jin came across Lee's photos of her children on social media. Jigu and Jiho, the apples of her eye, became the main characters of the book.
Their personalities matched the story so well that I wondered if she wrote it with them in mind. I didn't stage every shot, but after hearing the story a few times, they naturally played along.
In the book, the two very different siblings share this goal: to taste the first apple from a tree planted by their grandfather. Jigu, the older brother, is observant, taking in everything and everyone around him. Jiho, on the other hand, charges straight ahead once he sets his goal.
I once thought I should just live for me now. But through this book, I realized that caring for others is what makes me, my red apple. For those feeling lost, I hope they remind themselves they're doing just fine. For young readers, I hope they cherish their differences, grow together, and one day share their red apples.
The duo also pushed boundaries with their creative process, from using photos instead of illustrations to typography.
Film photography has a raw, painterly quality. To keep that analog feel, I cut out shapes by hand, layering them onto the photos to create a storybook-like world. With my design background, I wanted the text and images to blend seamlessly like a poster, so I created fonts as well.
Now, in their brightest spotlight yet, the authors hope to share the light.
I hope us winning this award gives strength and confidence to other emerging authors and illustrators on the same path. To readers, I humbly ask them to take a moment to notice these quieter voices shining like fireflies.
Just as it takes two to tango, a picture book is a dance between words and images. Now working on their second book together, Jin and Lee are set to create another Apple Salute classic.
What a creative duo. Yoo-jin, can you tell us about what's next for them?
Sure. So although the winners of this year's BolognaRagazzi Awards were announced 2 weeks ago, the awards will be handed out to the award winners later this month at the Bologna Children's Book Fair, which is a really big hub for all the children's books authors and industry insiders. So both authors Jin and Lee will attend the award ceremony and meet with industry insiders once again, and also readers from around the world.
Looks like Korean children's authors are receiving more global recognition. What is the secret behind that?
Well, it's not just these two authors that I spoke to, but back in 2020, we had Baek-hee, who became the first Korean author to win the Astrid Lindgren Memorial Award. And then in 2022, we had Lee Soo-ji, who also became the first to win the Hans Christian Andersen Award. So here's what an expert had to say about what makes Korean children's book stand out.
They explore universal themes from a child's perspective. This curiosity-driven storytelling, combined with traditional values like respect for elders and family love, makes them resonate with global readers.
But despite these achievements, however, picture book authors are struggling to sustain their careers as the demand is declining due to fewer children and higher production costs. Thus, it's really important for authors like Jin and Lee to help keep them in the spotlight. And in this sense, I want to mention that 2025 is also being celebrated as Korea's inaugural year of picture books, so hopefully this will encourage more support for the industry.
Our culture correspondent, Song Yoo-jin, thank you.
Thank you.